we don't need to try and make negativity louder in society because it's being done for us. The one thing that we all have a duty of care for is to make positivity louder. Welcome everybody to episode 31 of WatchRoss, the one where we're celebrating the people of Manchester. Petch are making me carry my own bags today. Let's have a little workers' revolt. Let's get the union involved. Dan Jillings, shout when you're here, pal. I'm just in the sun. All right, Jillings says shout when I'm here. Here he is. Yes. Boom. How we doing, mate? You all right? You can if you want. I'll put my phone down now as well. Here's Dan. You've seen him on the vlog many times before, twice I think, in 2 other episodes. Got him back on today for many reasons. One is because of the stuff I've got in this bag, which is a podcast that we're going to do all about acting for Acts on This. Then we're going to talk about some other stuff that this guy's doing. And what else?
Anything that comes up.
Anything that comes up. Let's go. All this stuff back in the day, working for minimum wage in Game, the computer game shop, hating my life. I was like, right, I want to set up a website, but I have no money at all. So I went to my brother and I needed some cash injection. So my brother's freaking loaded as well, right? Like, he drove such a hard bargain. He went, right, I'll give you it's like Dragon's Den. I'll give you a grand, but I want 30% of your business. So I was like, all right then, 30%. Looking back, he definitely got a good deal. But again, I had no money after that. That was all the setup costs for the site. And I was like, well, how the hell am I going to record my podcast? So I got on LinkedIn. I said this on the vlog before, I think once before, and I searched for the global vice president of marketing for Rode microphones, one of the biggest microphone companies in the world. Got in touch and basically went, listen, gonna just tell you how it is. I'm setting up this website, I've got no money, but I aspire to have the biggest actors and producers and writers and filmmakers in the industry on my website. You're gonna hook me up or what? And he just went, honest to God, this guy, Scott Emerton, shout out to him, messaged me back and he just went, mate, what do you want? You can have whatever you like. And I was like, shit! The first time I'd had validation in my life where if you ask for something, you're probably going to get it. Like, and so many people just don't ask for what they want in life and then they don't get it. So, got to keep asking.
People are scared to ask, aren't they?
Exactly. Don't be afraid to ask. Let's get you a little hot seat round here, Jillings. Let's move all this out of the way. Right, here we are. So we're all set up now. You heard that little story about how I got this kit though. Seriously, just ask for stuff, right, and you'll get it. I asked for an almond latte, got it. Petch asked for almond milk in his tea. He didn't get it because I forgot to ask. He's got it now though. So we're here in Social 7. Massive shout out to everyone at Social 7 because this is a brilliant place in Media City. They've let us have this room for free. Charlie, who runs the place, is amazing. Dan knows, you know her husband?
Yeah.
And he just found out he knows her husband.
Yeah, Scott. Used to be an actor, Scott.
Did he? Now he's an ambulance driver?
He's a paramedic now, yeah.
Paramedic, wow, amazing.
He was on Emmerdale actually. He was on Emmerdale. I think he was on The Royal.
Oh, was he?
He was
as a paramedic?
No, I think he was a doctor. He's a good actor as well, you know. It's a loss for the acting industry.
There you go.
To be fair, but
now, I like the way you're talking into that mic as if it's recording. It's only this mic that's picking up this because it's the vlog. But good practice.
Practice.
Great practice, Dan. Brilliant practice. So we brought Dan here for 2 reasons, actually. One, obviously, is a jobbing actor like myself. Actually, gets a lot of similar roles to me. We do a lot of authority roles, a lot of policemen. Dan used to be a policeman. Going to talk about that on the podcast. If you want to listen to this chat, go to actonthis.tv and you'll be able to listen to this whole podcast. Also brought Dan back again to be on the vlog because today's a pretty special day, and I don't want to bring kind of like the mood down or make it all somber and sad and stuff. But today is the 22nd of May today, and it's the 1 year anniversary of the Manchester Arena attack. And Dan has worked very closely through the charity that he's that you basically with a great team that you guys run called Once Upon a Smile. You've seen us at the ball, covered the Grand Ball a couple of weeks ago. I fell in love with this charity. You know, I want to help as much as I can. You know, get awareness out of this, and we're going to run the Manchester Marathon. We said London on the vlog last time, but it's very expensive. The London one. We'll do Manchester though. We're all going to do that. I brought Dan here to talk about that really, and you know, Manchester as a city, the people of Manchester coming together to ultimately, it's difficult, but you know, make good from what was a terrible situation. And Dan's worked very closely with families who lost people in that attack, and we just want to kind of talk about that and reflect a little bit on the positives that have come of that. You know, let's not make it all, you know, very sad. You know, this is all about Manchester coming together, the people coming together, and ultimately advantage coming from, you know, from that adversity. So we're going to record the podcast now, and then we're going to have a little chat afterwards, and then me and Petch are going to head out into Manchester to cover a bit more of the stuff that's going on, you know, for the day today to remember, you know, what happened a year ago. So crack on, Petch, lock it off. We'll do a little time lapse, and if you're ready, Jillings, we'll begin.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. There you go. We have recorded the podcast with Mr. Jillings. Dan, how was it for you?
Painless, mate.
Painless. When RG is interviewing you, it's a painless experience.
Get coffee, but it's painless.
I gave you a miniature coffee. We're going to get a bigger coffee in a minute. If you want to listen to that audio, guys, seriously, brilliant chat about the acting industry, what Dan's doing now, his venture into Hollyoaks. Make sure you're tuning in to see him on that. That's all very exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully it will.
If you want to hear all about that, though, listen to the podcast at onthis.tv. So, what are we going to do now? Back to today.
We're going to go to Once Upon a Smile office. We're going to observe the 1 minute silence at 2:30, and we're going to release some balloons in memory of those lives lost.
Rock and roll, sounds good to me. Come with us, let's go and release some balloons. Do you know what I want to know, Dan? This guy is called Sidley. Why is he called Sidley?
Everyone asks this.
Come here and get on the mic. Why is he called Sidley?
Basically, I wanted to call him something like Alan.
Alan.
Right.
Alan Partridge.
And then
Great name.
and then we were trying to find something, and I went and Amy went, my granddad's called Sid, name him after that. I was like, no, it's not right. And I had no idea where it came from. I went, Sidley. Boom, done. As soon as I said it, I went, that's it, done.
Is it a real name? Or he's made it up?
Sydney is a real name, but Sidley, no, made it up.
Sidley is a one-off. High five, Sidley.
Or to his friends, he's known as Sidders.
Sidders. High five, Sidders. Nice. Right, let's go in. This is the 30-second tour of the Once Upon a Smile office. The main office. The gym. Whatever. The kitchen. Antibacterial as well. Well done, Jillings. Celebrity football kits. Miller, you're sacked. And the toilet. I'm going for a wee, Petch, then it's balloon time. Don't follow me in, I know what you like. Oh, what did I say? You see that? I bet he's had the camera rolling the whole time, hasn't he? Come on.
Approaching 2:30 when Manchester will fall silent alongside the rest of the country to remember the 22 people who lost their lives in the arena bombing a year ago today when a suicide bomber targeted the Ariana Grande concert as it came to an end. A service is taking place as we speak at Manchester.
You said that you'd never be, but all the things that you've seen slowly fade away. revolution from my bed. I said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, the summertime's in bloom. Stand up beside the fireplace and take that look from off your face. You ain't never gonna burn my heart out. So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late. She's walking on by. My soul slides away. But don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
Are we on, Petch? Here we go. So we're in this beautiful little garden area. You've just seen us release those 22 balloons, which was a really powerful thing to be a part of, really. I said thanks for letting us be involved with that. That's pretty massive. I'm holding this balloon and I'm like, this signifies someone's life. So that's like a privilege, really, to do that. So cheers for that. The question around this that I struggle with is like, how do we, and because this is what we've got to do, we've got no choice, how do we make today and every anniversary of this attack a celebration as opposed to something that everyone's going to get super, down and negative about? And it's really difficult because it sounds so incongruent with what happened. But how do you celebrate it almost without it seeming the wrong thing to do?
I think if you want that time to reflect, then do so. But I think ultimately what we've got to take into consideration is with Andrew's interview yesterday, where he said he didn't want Saffie-Rose to be remembered just as a silence.
I dread the thought in 2, 3, 4 years' time for Saffie's life to be remembered as a 2-minute silence in a church service. I want to celebrate my daughter. She was full of life. She loved music. I want to put on a concert for the world to stop and listen.
And I think we've got to remember those words, because they're quite powerful words from somebody, and certainly from Saffie-Rose's dad to say that. So I think we owe him and we owe her to do that as well.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly it. Because I think, like, for us, that's the thing. Sometimes you feel, when you're not connected to it, you feel really bad about saying, look, we've got to find the good in this. And I was listening to the stuff that's on the radio before, and I was saying to you that it's very easy for all us lot to go, it's all right, Manchester will not be brought down, you've got to do more than this to beat us. And I'm like, there's a big part of me that when I hear those words and it's blasted out the radio, I'm like, mate, like, you didn't lose your daughter in this, But on the flip side, I think, like, the alternative for us is unthinkable. The alternative is to allow that to define us moving forward, to make the 22nd of May moving forward a bad day for everybody. And you've ultimately just got to be there to show the love and support for the people who have been those people who have who have been directly affected by that. With the work that you're doing at Once Upon a Smile, like up in there, how will you guys support these people moving forward?
We pride ourselves on providing long-term support, and we are still supporting some of the families, and we will continue to do so for as long as they want us to.
Me and Petch are going to head out into Manchester now. We're going to get some, I don't know how this vlog's going to end, it's a bit different today. We're going to get some shots of what's going on remembrance-wise in St Anne's Square, I think, in Manchester. Any closing words, Mr. Jillings?
Just that, we've got a great team here at Once Upon a Smile, and if there is anyone watching this that suffered a bereavement, then we're here for you. Genuinely mean that. And to you guys, thanks so much for having me on.
Thank you for being a part of it and basically putting up with us walking around with his camera all the time, and all your staff there who basically didn't know they were going to be filmed. And it's like, what's this guy doing filming this? Yeah. Just wanted to show it, though. And like I said, massively grateful to be part of that, and just wanted to show the good in the world. Like I say, I'm massively optimistic about the human race. Like, I felt we've got this far, and there's a lot more good out there than there is bad. Andrew Russo said to me on Twitter, he said, the one thing, like you said, that's come of this is he's realised how many good people there are in the world. We can't let that little minority of bad, ruin the good that's out there. You've got to, fight for the good. And I'm hugely optimistic that good will always prevail.
I agree.
Basically, it has the names of the 22 victims who passed away and died at the MEN Arena last year. And it's dedicated to Saffie-Rose, who was the youngest.
Amazing. We met her mum and dad at a charity event we were doing very recently, and they're two amazing people. But yeah, that's.
We tried reaching out to them, but of course it's a difficult time for them. So we understand what's going on, but we're just here to like spread the love.
I think it's amazing. So there you go, you've just seen some cutaways, I'm sure, of what's going on here in St Anne's Square today and into this evening. It's pretty amazing, honestly. Like what we were saying before, you know, to Dan about the positivity that has to come out of something like this. You know, you just see it in people's faces here. It's somber, it's reflective, but it's like the atmosphere is super hopeful. People are smiling. There's some incredible messages people are leaving on, you know, trees of hope that are dotted around the square. I've been given a rose, I've got a bee that some school children have made. It's absolutely incredible to see like people from all areas of the community, all areas of society coming out, hearing different accents, different nationalities of people from all over the place. So it's a super positive event. They're going to be singing at the memorial later on. There's going to be a lot of music going on. No doubt it's a lot of stuff, again, that's just going to, you know, bring people together, spread the love. That's happening past Petch's bedtime though, so I'm going to get Petch back. We're going to go to another part of Manchester we absolutely love. I'm sure you can probably guess what it is, and we're going to talk about some more Manchester greats. Let's go, Petch. I think you know where we're going. Chin chin, having some Ribena, of course, in our favourite place in Manchester, which is Lily's. We thought, you know what, if today's all about celebrating the spirit of Manchester, where better for us to do it than in our spiritual home, right here in Utown, in Urmston. How are you feeling about that, Petch?
I'm feeling quite small.
Why?
My feet aren't touching the ground.
It's because I made him lean back on the sofa, his feet don't touch the floor. But that's all right, don't worry about that. You might be little, but you got micro power. So, yeah, interesting vlog today, guys. We want to end it by looking at a couple of our kind of Manchester heroes that have appeared in our lives recently. Petch has got some exciting news. I've got some updates for you. I'm going to let you give your news first, Petch. I think it's really cool. So, as you know, Petch, you know, has been trying for a long time to establish himself as an actor. Had a little bit of a breakthrough this week. Petch, we're not quite sure if he's Manchester, but he's at least Northern, so we're going to make him an honorary Manchester hero for today. Who are you nominating?
I'm nominating Hollyoaks casting director Peter Hunt.
Take the mic and tell us about it in like 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes? Okay, I'll go as fast as I can. Thanks to you as well. Like, you're my Manchester hero.
Oh,
you did a broadcast last week with Peter Hunt from casting director of Hollyoaks, and I jumped on that broadcast and I asked him if I could go in for a general, and I emailed him about a week later. Next day I got an email from him asking me to come in for a general on Friday. So thanks to you and to Peter, I'm getting my first TV audition this Friday. Fingers crossed.
You've got your lines on the table there. Have you learnt them? Do you feeling prepared?
I know my lines. I know my backstory. If I'm prepared or not, that's a different question, Ross. Completely different question.
I think he's going to nail it. We'll go through your lines in a minute and make sure it's all good. But yeah, that was something that I'm chuffed about that, mate. Petch just works hard to get where he's going as an actor, and it's difficult sometimes. Again, you know, adversity. We've spoken about adversity today. If you face it head on, you don't run away from it, and you just keep on going, always spawns advantage. So shout out to Peter Hunt, and hopefully we'll be seeing you on Hollyoaks with Dan Jillings pretty soon, who we spoke to earlier today, who's on Hollyoaks right now. My Manchester hero, those who've been following the vlog for a while will know that I've been wanting to do a documentary with the BBC on my eye condition. For those who don't know, I've got an eye condition called retinitis pigmentosa. It slowly robs you of your vision. I don't know how much vision I'm going to have for how long. Not going to dwell on it. You know, as we've seen today, there's far more serious things in the world to worry about. But I had a bit of a breakthrough. Steve Crabtree from the BBC, legend, you've seen him on the vlog before, invited me down to London last week. I couldn't vlog it because it was on a day we weren't vlogging, but I've now recorded a taster tape with the BBC talking all about my story and this eye condition, and hopefully we're going to make an inspiring documentary that's going to show it's good coming from bad. It's a difficult situation. It's the theme of this whole vlog today. Difficult situation, a lot of good can come from it. We've not been able to get Hop on the phone to get his Manchester hero. He's not going to be on until next week. What have you got to say to Hop?
Again, I think Hop is another Manchester hero of mine. I mean, he was the face of Manchester. What more does a hero need than a face?
Hop, you are another one of Petch's Manchester heroes. It's been an interesting vlog, this for me. I'm going to be honest with you. I found it difficult to get the tone of this vlog right. I'm a super positive guy who I just have to look for the good in everything. And I know it's sometimes, I think it can seem almost inappropriate sometimes to go, how do we find the good in the situation where, where 22 people have effectively lost their lives, families have been destroyed? I've used the word celebrate a lot today. How can we celebrate those lives when it's so sad? But for me, there's just no alternative. I mean, ultimately, the alternative is to mourn and be sad and negative for the rest of our lives and allow these people, the minority in society who want to spread evil and just bad into the world, you can't let them win time and time and time again. And I'm so happy we went to St Anne's before to see the community come together and go, you know what, actually, that guy last year, I'm not even going to mention his name, not going to give him the satisfaction, who did what he did on this day a year ago, to see that guy isn't winning at all. He might have won temporarily, but he ain't gonna win the war. Ultimately, stuff like this just brings people closer together, and I think we've seen that more than ever today when we're walking around Manchester. What have you got to say on that, Petch?
No, I agree completely. I found it, as you found it hard getting the tone of this vlog right, I found it difficult filming you in St Anne's Square because I didn't want people to look at me thinking it's all about this guy. And then I was like, well, no, because if we can draw attention to what's going on and make positivity louder on the vlog, other people watching the vlog will go away and spread exactly the same thing. And we've received so many gifts today. And a rose and a bee. Have you told them all about the rose and the bee?
I mentioned them a little bit before, but so this bee that we got has been made by school children. And there was 2,500 of these little pebbles that have been decorated as bees that were given out throughout the day in St Anne's Square. This little freebies, again, just keepsakes to remind people, to be reflective, but remind people of how an event like that has brought people together. And those 22 people are never going to be forgotten. I think what Andrew Russo said is so powerful. He doesn't want Saffie, his daughter, whose middle name was Rose. The rose is for Saffie-Rose. And everyone else, obviously. He doesn't want his daughter to become a 2-minute silence or a 1-minute silence or something like that. And I think what you said there just sums it up for me, and we can end on it's all about making positivity louder. It's what I'm all about. It's what the ethos of this vlog is all about. It's what you're about, what Hop's about. It's everything we do. We don't need to try and make negativity louder in society because it's being done for us. The one thing that we all have a duty of care for is to make positivity louder. The more we can do that, I just think, the more society thrives. So if you're taking anything from today's vlog, do something today, like right now when this vlog finishes, to make positivity louder. Reach out to someone you've not reached out to before in a while. Send someone a nice message. Text someone who you've not texted in donkey's years. I don't know, put something out in social media that's positive, inspire someone, go and volunteer, do anything to make positivity louder, because, like we said, the alternative, well, it's unthinkable, isn't it? Ultimately, we've all got that responsibility. So I hope that's been of use. What do you reckon?
I think it has. It's been of use to me today.
Been of use to me. Hopefully, it's been of use to many people watching. Please let us know. Social media's up on the screen right now. Tweet us, Instagram us. We'll have Hop back on the vlog next week. What are we doing next week? Do we know?
I ain't got a clue.
Oh, I might be going out of Cardiff. Well, I am going out of Cardiff to film an episode of this BBC medical drama, aka Casualty. I think I might as well just say it now, it's fine. So I don't even know if I'm going to be vlogging traditional style next week, whether I'm going to do some behind the scenes stuff on my phone and we'll actually get back into vlogging properly the week after. But please join us, episode 32. Subscribe, share this with your friends, let us know what you think of it, what you want to see more of in the future. And until then, make positivity louder. 3, 2, 1. Bye for now.
And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. It really would mean the world to me if you would leave a comment telling me what you enjoyed and what you would like to see more of next time. If you want to catch more episodes, head over to facebook.com/WatchRoss or youtube.com/WatchRoss. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on. I'll be back real soon. Bye for now. Answer phone. Bloody answer phone.
Leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Cheers.
Please leave your message after
Please leave your message after the tone.
your message, key hash at any time.
Alright, Hop, it's pretty loud, don't know if you can hear me. Just wanted to give you a ring and just talk about your new gardening empire that you're setting up. I knew you were diversifying, didn't know you were going in that direction though. Hit me back, just the chats. Truly yours, your biggest fan. This is Stan. It's not really, it's Ross. Bye for now. It's not picking up, Petch.